premise, you win, and burden of proof. Wait, you agree on 5 minutes of burden of proof and burden of enjoyment, right?
Yeah.
Alright.
Found a follow
yeah, you
Do
can.
we want to have like fallacies deduct points or anything like that, or no?
Oh yeah, sure. We can just use fallacies as like to debunk points or whatever.
Alright, sure. You want to start or me?
No, we gotta stay our premises. So you can go ahead.
I'll just take the stance that like my character outscales yours.
I'll just say that. I believe Michael Myers wins via the quality of his hacks.
Alright.
I can go ahead and start.
Sure.
Alright, GG.
What?
GG.
Off of what?
I believe that Michael Myers wins via the quality of his hacks, and I believe, so I won.
I don't. That's not like how a premise works. If you're just gonna rat with premises,
You never
can do
like
that.
okay. You
All I
never
said was
like
okay
never
to your
consider the
premise.
premise.
I'm not
Yeah,
judging
okay.
this.
So you've agreed to my premise.
Oh my, that's
I'm
not.
not-
That's
I'm
not
not
an agreement
judging
to
if
your
you're gonna
premise.
do
You know
that
what
shit.
okay means? Okay can just be like an acknowledgement. Are you just strawmanning me?
Acknowledge it? No, I'm just
I can
saying like
acknowledge
okay.
your
If
premise.
you
Doesn't mean I agree to
we
it.
stay our premises, and I said I was gonna start first, and you're like sure, okay.
Yeah, you can like start as in like you can like start scaling. I acknowledge your premise. Doesn't mean I agree to it.
No,
Unless you're just like strawmanning me, which you're very much
you
doing
don't
by just like
agree.
assuming what I'm saying.
No, I'm
Then
not
I'm not gonna
assuming
waste
what
my
you're
time here. You're
saying.
just gonna like
I'm
rat
just
off of premises.
literally, I just go off by what you stated. You said, sure, okay, I started first. You have like, you already concluded to the dialectic. If you're just gonna like start off again, and I just start off, then yeah, I've already won because I believe that Michael Myers wins via the quality of the hacks.
All I did was acknowledge your premise. I just said okay. Acknowledgement doesn't mean agreement. Once again, if you're just gonna strawman, sure. Like I acknowledge your premise doesn't mean I agree to your premise or anything. I acknowledge your premise and agree. You can
Acknowledge?
like start with like presenting your like arguments and like continue the dialectic. Why are you like ratting off of premises?
I'm not
Are you
writing
gonna like
off
have
of
an
premises.
actual
Like,
debate,
what?
or are you just gonna like continue to rat off of premises?
I'm just saying I won. Wait, what are you talking about?
What do you mean? What am I talking about? Are you gonna like continue to rat off of premises and continue to like strawman me?
I'm not
And
writing.
like
I'm just arguing
yes, you
why I
are.
won.
You're assuming that like an acknowledgement means an agreement, which is just not true.
You're
I can like
assuming, no, it's
acknowledge the
not. Like,
existence
what
of
are you
something,
talking
doesn't mean
about?
I inherently agree to it.
Okay, but we still proceeded the dialect. I don't get what you're getting at this.
Yeah, I'm saying that all I did was acknowledge your premise. I never agreed to your premise. When I said
So,
you
so
can
let's say,
like
all
start,
right, hold on. So like, let's just say this. Let's just say I start scaling, and then I say, do you have any contentions with this? And then you just said, okay, would you be acknowledged about my scaling and just continue for me to scale? Nah, this doesn't make sense at all.
yes, it would. I would acknowledge your scale. I could say, okay, I'm gonna contend this. What? I can say okay as an
No, you could
acknowledgement to
just.
your scale.
That's not what I said. I
And then
said like,
go on to
okay,
contend
like
this. Do you know
if
what
I
okay means?
if I ask you, no. I literally ask you like if I can like if you had any contingents of my scaling, we can proceed. Then if you just say okay because you acknowledge my claim, that wouldn't make sense at all because you already agreed that there's no contingent of my skill. Like what?
No, I didn't. What okay would just mean that you acknowledge like the existence of the scale. Like and like once again, I could say okay, I'm gonna contend this scale. That's a sentence. Do you know what okay means? You're assuming
Contend?
okay
Okay,
is like a
if you're gonna
form of
contend,
agreement, but it's not.
you're
Alright,
saying
let me just get
okay,
okay
okay,
as
look,
in like the definition.
okay, sure.
Alright. I'll just put it in like.
Why don't you?
Alright, I
guys
already got the
just look at
definition. I already got the
definition?
so like
Alright,
yeah, I'm already going for the definition. Alright, right
Where are
here,
you
here
gonna
I'll
send
say it
it?
right here. I'll send it debate one.
Alright, I'll just send the definition too. This motherfucker.
Alright. By definition, it says that used to express assent or agreement or acceptance. So you've already agreed to that. Like what? How's this gonna be an acknowledgement? That doesn't make sense at all.
Oh my god. You know like you can accept it as like an acknowledging something, right? Like I can accept the existence of something doesn't mean I can like agree to it.
Yes, you.
like I can
What?
like
Okay,
say
that just
once
goes.
again
That
I
just
can say
contradicts. No,
okay
no, 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 no,
and then
no.
just
That
go on to
literally
10 year
contradicts the
scale like
definition
okay
itself. Like what?
I understand like what
No,
you're
no, no. That
saying.
doesn't make sense at all. What are you
Yes, it
talking about?
does. You can say like okay as in like you understand something that's going on. Like let's say for
Understand? Okay, but that is not
example,
what the definition said.
no
The
no no wait
definition
wait
says that I agree
Rezi,
already. You've
Rezi.
already agreed to my
Rezi,
premise, so
oh
therefore
my
I already
god,
won
you're
the
just
debate.
going circular about this point. Rezi, you realize you can
I'm like going sugar.
you can like essentially like state an
I've already
argument,
shown the
and I could
definition for
say
this.
fucking okay, as in okay, I understand your fucking argument, and then go on to
Okay,
contend
then
your
you can
argument.
say that.
Okay
Okay,
can
I
just be like an
understand. You never
acceptance
said, "Oh, okay, I understand." Look, 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 look.
what you're
You literally
talking
just look,
about.
look.
You're just like
See the way how you
strawmanning my
express this? No, no,
ass.
no, 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 no,
Oh
no,
my
Viper. You're literally
god.
look. This is why quote unquote when you said, "Okay, I understand." That's not what you said. You just said, "Okay," and by definition,
Okay,
"Okay" would just be in an agreement in its
okay, and
sentence.
then you strawman my
You're just
wording.
conflicting. No, no, no.
So,
I'm not
so then
strawmanning
I'm
your wording.
fucking
You're just
agreeing with you. What?
conflicting the definition of. You're conflicting the disagreement, bro. What the hell?
Not what? You're
Viper, this doesn't
strawmanning
make
me
sense at
by
all.
assuming I'm
How am I
using okay as in an
strawmanning you?
agreement. What? Why are you fucking like
Nope.
strawmanning me constantly?
I'm not strawmanning you. Like, what?
Yes, you
How's this a
are.
straw man?
Oh
No, no, no.
my
How's this a straw?
god.
Look, look,
Alright, let me
look. If
explain
you're
to you
gonna
how
like,
this is
look, look,
strawman.
look.
Rezi, shut
If
up
you're
for
gonna
one
say no,
fucking
no, no, no,
moment.
no, 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 no,
Rezi,
let me
shut
just
up.
explain
Shut
it
up. If
again.
you want me
I
to
just
explain how it's a
Alright, do
strawman,
y'all want
shut up.
moderation?
Yes.
moderation, sure.
Okay. Rezi, say what you're gonna say. I mean, Viper, stay what you're gonna say.
Alright, so Rezi pretty much just like asked me to elaborate on why it's a strawman. Essentially when I said okay, I meant it as like an acceptance of like I understand what he's saying, not as in like the acceptance of the form I agree with what he's saying. You can like essentially say okay in the manner of like understandment. Like you can like I can accept like what this means. Like for example, someone can like state a contention to your scale, and I could say okay, I'm gonna contend this now. As in okay, I understand what you're arguing. I don't need you to like re-clarify or anything. But I'm gonna go on to contend your scale. That's a sentence. That's what okay can mean. Sure, it can mean that like I agree to a scale, but it also can just mean like I accept like essentially I understand something. I can accept it in the sense that I understand it. I accept the meaning of it. Doesn't mean I inherently agree to his scale as a whole. Like he's saying what he's saying. He's saying I'm talking about okay in the agreement. I'm saying okay in the sense I'm just like accepting the meaning and like understanding what he's saying.
Alright, so Rezi, can you like contend that in an actual fair manner? Cause like I can
Alright, yeah.
barely hear y'all. Y'all are
Continue.
talking over each
Alright,
other. I'm going to start muting y'all.
alright. So
Damn.
basically, okay, what he said, like quote unquote, like okay, I understand it by his expression, right? Hello,
Yeah, what?
hello.
What?
I'm
We
saying
can
like
hear you.
okay, he quote unquote, but okay, he said it. I quote unquote, I understand, using okay as an expression to say, oh, I understand. But like, okay, if he's gonna use that as a like a way to acknowledgement, then why couldn't he just say that at first? You made it sound like, oh, you already agreed to it, and by definition, it says it's an agreement or acceptance. So therefore, you already agreed to this. So like. That doesn't make sense. You could have just said, "Oh, okay, I understand this," so then we can just proceed. But instead, you just said, "Oh, okay, okay." Then we can just agree to that. Sounds like you're just making an agreement. I'm not strawmanning anything. I'm just saying I'm just going by what the definition says in general.
Yeah, I
Alright,
already
y'all
like
can go off of that now.
Alright,
Jesus
I can
Christ.
contend this thing.
Yeah.
Alright, so once again, that is just you like strawmanning and assuming of what I'm saying.
Oh
It's
my
not your right
god.
to just like assume what I'm
I'm not
saying.
assuming. I'm just
Oh,
going by what the
Rezi,
definition
Rezi,
says
let
at
me
all,
speak,
bro.
dog. Let me
Okay, go ahead.
speak. Alright. Like it isn't my burden to essentially like fucking explain like what okay means to you if you don't understand it. You can ask me, like if you don't understand what I'm clarifying, you can ask me what I mean, but just suddenly like assume, oh yeah, I'm referring to it in this context when I already just explained to you how I'm not referring it to that context. It's not my burden to essentially fucking explain to you the specifics of what I mean unless you like sorry it's not my burden to like explain something unless you like ask for clarification, which you didn't. You just like straight up assumed what I'm saying, and I already explained to you how the definition of okay can also mean like acceptance or like acknowledgement of what it means. Like I can just like acknowledge of like what you're saying and the understanding of it doesn't inherently mean I agree to it, but you're assuming it means an agreement.
Can I go?
Yeah.
So basically, okay, I never, okay, one, I've never even assumed or anything. I'm just going by what definition says. I don't need to clarify you or what it means or none of that stuff. I'm just going by what definition says itself. And we're using Oxford, so I'm going by one definition saying, oh, okay, the assent, agreement, or acceptance. So I just don't see how I'm strawmanning because I'm not assuming anything. I'm just going by what the definition says. You're just conflicting. You're conflicting your own argument, inherently not even going by what the definition says itself.
No, are you done?
Yeah, I'm done. You can go ahead.
No, I'm not. You can like do like assessment or like acceptance of something in like I understandment or like acknowledgement. That's what acceptance and assent can mean. It doesn't always mean like if I accept or assent something, doesn't always mean that I automatically like agree to it in the sense that I'm like agreeing with your argument and conceding the point. You can accept something by just like acknowledging it. Like I accept the existence of blank doesn't mean like I inherently agree with your argument as a whole or like assent this or accept that. Doesn't like you're just assuming that it's talking about the agreement, which is a straw man. I assuming like what I'm referring to when I by assuming to what I'm referring to and essentially twisting it to essentially back up your argument and make it what I'm conceding, but I'm not. That's not what I said at all. And I specifically clarified that for you when you asked and when you tried to straw man me off of it. But then you just like disregarded it and saying, oh yeah, okay automatically means agreement. Yet
your mic cut out.
What part did it cut out on?
Just like restart, like halfway out when you're finished.
Like what part did you last leave on? Because I was about to say it's just going circular and we're going like fucking nowhere with this.
You can just go back to the part where like you can say that I needed to clarify or like something like that, or like I'm assuming. Yeah, you can go back on that part.
Alright, so you can hear me now and shit?
Yeah.
Alright, so essentially you're just like assuming that I'm referring to one definition or one part of the definition when I'm not, and you're like automatically just twisting it correct and just automatically twisting it to fit your definition. I don't feel like saying what I just said over again, but we can just go to conclusions. Like this is just going circular. I don't want to just argue over ratting premises, bro.
Like I said, I'm not assuming anything at all. I've never even assumed anything. I'm just going by what the definition says itself. I just don't get how is this assuming shit if I'm just going by what I acknowledge. Like what? I don't know. Like okay, look, okay, you said that we needed to clarify. If we're gonna clarify, you could have at least clarified very specifically saying, oh, okay, I understand, as if it's going by your acknowledgement. I'm not like, yeah, I think you've already heard this before, but I'm just saying, like, if you're gonna like actually clarify something, that at least say, oh, at least like be specific about it, and not just say, oh, okay. You just made it like literally, it's just going by the definition itself that you're agreeing to it. And since we're already in the dialectic, we're already proving to what?
So do y'all want to go to conclusions on this, or is this like
there's like no point.
And this is to denote the premise because like, what?
Yeah, essentially he's saying that like since I said okay to his premise, that I agree to his premise.
Okay. From what I've heard, right? The whole argument is that Viper's argument is that you're strawmanning him. You're assuming that he stated it in this certain way and not a colloquial term. If you are assuming this, then you're like denoting, you're like diminishing his argument in a certain way, right? Rezi is saying that it's not, strawmanning because he's using the denotation of the word, which is what you would genuinely go by if you were to hear the word in a certain context. Is that correct? Did I get that right?
Yeah.
All right, cool. I would give this one a Viper. I think like you were going through the definition, right? But like Viper stated more arguments that like denoted the thing.
Wait, what arguments did he denoting?
First off, he said acceptance, right? Acceptance would be
What about
can mean, acknowledgement, right? Acceptance, like if I accept your
acknowledgement?
existence, right? If I accept your
I
existence,
don't
right?
really think that's
Things like
the right
that.
definition of it.
I mean, but I'm going off of what y'all argue.
But yeah, because I already checked
I
the
don't give a
definition of
shit
by
about that.
acceptance, you're gonna
I don't
like
give a shit
agree
about
to
what you
it.
look, Rezi. I don't give a shit about what you think, right? I'm going off what y'all argue.
Yeah, but I'm contending why you're saying is wrong. This is like that doesn't make sense at all.
Okay, did you say that?
Say what?
Well, off of what I'm saying, you're contending me about something you didn't argue in the debate. I'm asking, did you argue it in the debate? Did you argue that in the debate?
Argue with it? Yeah, I've already argued it. I'm saying like this. It doesn't matter because like you're still because like either way, the acceptance by it is just able to agree to it. So I don't get why it would be like a clarification or an acknowledgement if it doesn't go by
You
it.
never said that.
I didn't say I didn't care about Rezi's arguments. I'm saying I don't care about Rezi's arguments that he didn't say within the debate. Because if he can contend it by saying, oh, I did argue this, which contended that, right? If he's just gonna say, I don't think this is correct because I don't think, like, that's not a good contention. I don't think. Tell me if I'm wrong. I don't give a fuck.
You don't.
Anyways, yeah, Rezi, you
Okay.
were saying
Yeah.
you contended it by
That
what?
doesn't make sense at all.
Okay,
What?
so you contended it, right? You said you contended it, right?
Rezi, move on.
All right. In that case, Viper stated that acceptance could be a thing, right? He also stated that
Next sentence. Oh my god! And the next sentence means you're able to agree with it. What are you
I mean,
talking
yeah, you
about?
didn't bring in the definition. I think like that would have helped. But to be fair, like
Yeah, that's literally what I said. I said acceptance. The definition
you
itself
did
already
bring
says
up the all right,
acceptance
yeah. If you
and
brought up the
agreement.
definition, I
And
think Viper. If you brought
he
up the
literally said
definition, I'm gonna give it to you,
nothing.
bro. If you
Rezi, you
did bring
never
up the
brought up the
definition,
definition. Why are you bringing it
I
up now?
literally just asked
yeah,
you now.
exactly. Like I'm
I
saying,
just
I
asked you
didn't.
for the
I never
acceptance and
heard.
agreement. What are you
I never
talking
heard you like bring up the
Rezi
definition.
did.
Right.
How would you hear
Rezi did
me?
bring up
Look,
the
No, we
definition.
didn't. We only sent like
I
the
literally
OPA definition,
No,
and like
no,
he never brought up
no,
any
you're not
other
listening.
definition.
You're not listening. By okay definition, it already has agreement and acceptance to it.
Yeah.
And by we already know what acceptance is, and acceptance is able to agree with it. What are you talking about?
Yeah, and I already
Rezi
like
was.
elaborated on how like acceptance could also just mean like
What did
acknowledgement
you
of like what
know?
you're saying. What?
No,
The way
You
you
never
what
contended
the way
that.
you said the example you brought apart was
Can
was
acknowledge something you haven't accepted.
What?
No. Look, Mark, you're saying that I didn't brought this up, but it's already a part of the definition. That's literally what acceptance means. How do you not know what acceptance means?
Oh, I already like explained to you how acceptance like backs up my point as well, and you didn't like actually contend it as well. That's what I'm saying. You never actually presented
How the
that
hell do you?
contention, and now you are what?
No. What? How does an acceptance being an acknowledgement? Like what? How do you like
he's
say,
saying
already
oh,
explained
he's
in the
okay,
saying you
I
debate.
didn't
In the
wait,
body
Rezi.
above.
He's saying you didn't debate that within the actual y'all are at
Why
conclusion.
do
He's
I need
saying
to
you didn't say
debate
that.
it if it's already in the definition? Already mentioned you so many times that the okay definition is an acceptance and agreement. We already know what acceptance is. An acceptance is able to agree to what another person says.
I accept that you're gay, Rezi.
Yeah, I think because like not a it's just fucking used to express assent, agreement, or acceptance. Acceptance, Viper said acceptance. I can accept this, which means I'm not agreeing with it, but if
Hold
you
on,
accept it,
you're cutting
I
out.
would
I
give
can't
that
hear
to
you.
I would
Wait,
give that to
you're
Rezi. What? That seems pretty stupid. All right,
Red,
Viper,
Yeah.
love you.
continue. Viper, you can continue on what you're gonna say, bro.
What?
All right, I'm gonna give it to Rezi because the way you stated acceptance is still agreement.
Literally.
Yeah.
What? That's
If
not how I
I
presented it at all. I like explained it exactly how it wouldn't, and
go
just
ahead
like
and explain
Rezi
that
really just
again for
strawman
me.
me. All right, like essentially I said acceptance in like the sense that like I'm accepting the existence of, not like the truth of it.
Okay, if you're accepting the existence, right? Let's say I accept your existence. Does that mean I don't believe that you exist?
No, I meant it like
That would
in
mean
the
that I'm
sense.
agreeing that you do exist. You're agreeing that the argument exists. Now I believe you're saying you accepted it, you acknowledged it, but not that the argument is true, but you still, right? And I don't think Rezi would win off of this. I don't think you would. I don't think you agree to his argument, but like off of what he said, yeah. To acknowledge
Isn't
or
he using this like
accept
as a
something.
win con? Like, isn't he like saying I conceded? That's his like argument.
He
Like him
says
ratting.
the assent
I'm
agreed
saying
or
that I fulfilled
accepted
my
what he.
premise.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
saying his fulfilled his premise.
Yeah. So
Also,
and we
that's
already
such
like
a
agreed.
dumb way to argue. You said I believe, and then you're going off of what he said. Never mind. Anyways, because he didn't even do the premise trap right. You fucking suck.
Rezi wins.
No
I
shit.
think Tinma has like a problem with my judgment. I don't think because this debate's weird as shit.
Fucking.
Alright, so like I won.
Thing. I thought we were doing like an
But
actual
yeah,
debate. Now,
yeah,
like,
this is a
premise
corny.
trap.
Like actually debate, bruh.
Exactly, bro. I didn't come here for
I
debating.
just
You
write
fucking
these
ass
man's
fucking ratting.
results. Write this
Alright, I
man's
don't
results
care,
and then
bro.
do it.
My results. Well, no,
Yeah.
all I
Wait,
did
wait,
was
wait,
just
wait, wait,
ask for
wait.
a debate.
Wasn't that one guy's entire definition of acceptance wasn't inherently taking like the assertion or like negation to something, but just acknowledging it? That's like his
Yeah,
entire
that's what
argument.
Yeah.
He was
his
neither
entire
asserting
argument
it,
is that he just
like not
acknowledged it.
agreeing to
But
it,
like
but not
the
taking
whole
a
thing
negative
is,
stance to it. He was just
yeah,
acknowledging
the whole
it.
thing is
Its
that
existence.
that's why I said I don't think for this like the thing is but the way he stated the example that he brought is still agreement. It's not like
Okay, if his agree, yeah, if his example he gave like contradicts like that, then sure, I don't care.
yeah, exactly.
Alright, so what's up my results right
Rezi,
now?
what's the topic? Rezi, what was the topic?
Michael Myers versus Springtrap.
Yo, this shit is like absolute ratting.
Y'all
There's
should
no
y'all are
wanna-
so oh my god. Actually debate Viper. This doesn't make you
Exactly.
better than anyone. This literally doesn't prove shit.
Exactly.
I
Rezi, are
still
we gonna
won.
like
What are you
actually
talking about?
debate?
Hold on, I'm dogging the fuck out of Apple.
Oh yeah, to go ahead. Hey Timma, you got anything to say to what I said? You probably like can contend it. Because you're smart.
Sorry, I'm not paying attention. Wait, why does you ignoring like you know like what? Sorry, I'm not paying attention right now. Why does you acknowledging the existence of this apple falling from the tree inherently agree? Like now that's not acknowledging to what's happening because that would imply that he's visually seeing the apple, but it's not like really visually seeing it here. He's just saying something.
If you're going like off the
He's saying that you. His
right?
entire thing is like. Sorry, continue.
Oh sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, his entire thing here is that his definition of truth can just mean acknowledging it, not inherently taking the truth factor as true or false. It's kind of an agnostic stance.
Yeah, no, I'm going off his like his like example. If he just said, "Oh yeah, I'm acknowledging it," right? Okay, I'm acknowledging, which they didn't bring up the definition of acknowledgement being like acceptance or anything like that, agreement, right? If he just was like, if he just like stood by that, right? And then like, but his analogy says, if he, oh my God, who is this nigga? I'm going to.
Oh fuck, bro!
Yeah, he can acknowledge his analogy was he can acknowledge the existence of something while not inherently accepting its truth value, right?
Is okay, yeah. But the thing is, if you're accepting an existence, right? Let's say, and you're talking about like sight, right? You're accepting the existence of something you saw, right?
Yeah. So like, can I give you an example of why that like logic is like inherently flawed?
If I say, right,
like, let's say if there's someone who's like openly lying to me and I know that they're openly lying to me and just like acknowledge them to like not just be like rude, I can just be like, okay, does that inherently mean like I'm accepting and agreeing with them?
Okay, that's not an argument he made though. Well, I mean, I'm not gonna say
his entire definition.
That's entire okay, yeah.
That's literally what he's implying with his definition.
All right, Tim.
My bad if I'm cutting you off.
Oh no. You're good. I'm not like worried about you cutting me off or anything like that. It's not like I'm not gonna be like pissed if you cut me off. Look. Let's say because I'm just gonna take a metaphysical matter because I'm not gonna go on like a tangent on how this apple being like I'm not gonna do any of that, right? Let's say concepts for existence, right? Let's say I acknowledge and not like just acknowledge that this is a belief, right? Or that this is something that, but I say I acknowledge the existence of Platonic concepts, right? That is saying that I acknowledge the objective reality that it is. Objective reality is something that corresponds to the truth.
Yeah, and that's literally begging the question. That's his entire thing, is that him acknowledging it exists. His entire definition, which he said on like right here, if I'm not wrong, was that his definition of truth and acknowledging was not inherently taking the stance that his truth value is objectively true or is true in anyways. It's taking an agnostic stance. Saying that acknowledging it or accepting it, it would just inherently mean that that's not what his definition is. Why would he use a contradicting term inside of his definition?
That's why I said his example contradicted itself. That's quite literally.
And that's obviously not the term that he's using. He could be going under a different colloquial definition. Why didn't you ask him about that?
Do you have a different definition of exist?
I think Viper left.
Oh,
No,
he
I'm
did?
here.
No, Viper's
Oh,
still
Viper.
here. He's
Okay.
still
Do you have a
here.
different? Do you have a colloquial term of like exist?
Can you
Like what
elaborate?
would you say is exist? Because it's like the denotation of exist is objective reality, right? Do you have like a connotative meaning?
I don't think so off the top of my head. Like, I guess just like to like be like in existence, or like to exist.
Tim, you
Did
got
you say his
anything?
definition of existence was to exist?
Yeah, you kind of did say that. He said he didn't really have a colloquial definition of exist.
Isn't it just like to have an objective presence
He said
in
not right now.
reality?
Of an objective presence in reality?
Yeah,
Yeah.
objective reality.
What do you mean define as an objective presence? Like physical, like having a corporeal form?
Well, not really, because like time is, well, unless you think time is like physical, I guess.
Unless I think time is physical?
Do you think time is physical? Because I'm not gonna use it as like a thing if you like think.
I don't think we can like physically touch time in a sense that we can touch like maybe like water or something.
Well, I mean, I'm
So,
just asking
no.
like okay, yeah, but time would have objective reality because we have things that we have a progression in space, you know. So like things like that. I
So
mean,
anything that has a concrete existence, like
yeah,
do we
yeah.
know is real?
Yeah. Pretty much, like if I say this exists, that means I boot. And like, I mean, I can be wrong, but that's not really what happens in the debate. Like, I can say I believe, I like think ghost is objective reality. I think ghosts exist, right? But that doesn't mean they actually exist. But in like a debate's pretense, it's agreeing.
Well, man, what did you just do?
Oh boy, oh boy. We got some chatterboxes on our hands.
What the hell?
I mean, Tim, you got any other arguments that you want to state?
I mean, like, that's such a weird definition of existence, though.
It's like the denotative meaning. I can get it.
I guess.
Huh?
Bro, you could have just fucking said anything here. You threw
Hey,
so
man, no.
fucking hard. You could have said that you define existence as like a pepperoni on a slice of pizza. You just like Viper.
Right.
He just fumbled the bag so hard.
No,
I know.
rub my one.
I don't do good against fucking premises traps. That's my fucking weakness. I need to get fucking amped on them.
Right go. Rub my one go brawlers.
This Tenmo was really trying to get back for you, bro.
Like you literally could have just stayed on mute and we could have gone in-con on verdict.
Yo, I take
Tenmo was
back what
trying
I-
to save
yo, I,
your
like, take
ass,
back
bro.
Bro, I take back what I said about premise, about the definition of existence. That wasn't me.
On God, that was your account manager?
That was his cousin. That was his cousin.
Yeah, that was his account manager.
Right go. Rub my one.
Alright, bro. Alright, Timbo, bro. What's up, Saki? What you want?
Rub my one's a fucking brawler, nigga.
My controller is still not done charging.
They get undead, nigga. I don't care.
Undead is wild.
I never said recording Viper. I mean, fucking not Viper. Rezi. Oh.
But wouldn't he have to prove that, like, wouldn't he have to prove that his truth value of, like, what is it? It's like, what was it saying? What was the original premise trap? Like, what exactly did he say?
No, he didn't even use the premise trap right. He just said, I believe. His premise is, I believe my character wins via the quality of their hats. But he didn't argue the I believe part. He just said, "Oh yeah, you agree to my premise?" Like what the fuck?
Oh yeah. So wouldn't he have to prove that he agrees to his premise? To prove that it has like a concrete existence, or that we can
Did
like
Viper argue
defy
that?
as like a general existence?
That to the
I
well,
don't know. Get that guy back in here. Go
Viper
ahead and
disagreed
ask him
to
to
that.
prove that he believes, and then get him to prove that he agrees to his premise.
Nigga. This nigga Tenma, bruh.
Technically, it would be something he has to do.
I mean, yeah.
Damn,
but
Mammoth! Mammoth!
Is this nigga losing a
This is a
mammoth
new
and
character,
Brawlhalla?
huh? If I was Raymond or Artemis, I would fucking rape you.
My brother, Christ. You just got 3 stocked, and I had yellow
That
health.
was a new
You hit me
character, bro.
3
No,
times.
that was a new character, okay? I was just testing a character.
Here, Mammoth.
I
But yeah, wouldn't the
slam you
definition
like
kind of
how I
be like
slammed life.
if the entire like thing that they're like talking about is on if he like genuinely agrees that it's truth and accepts it, and then him using a definition of existence that's saying that he objectively has to agree with it if he acknowledges its existence, be really weird. I phrased that really badly, but I'm not thinking right now. I just fucking beat the dog shit out of Mammoth.
I'm not really
Shut
into
up,
this.
you're talking
I
so
didn't.
much shit.
I
Choose a
heard this like,
character.
bruh, I heard like this debate go on, and I instantly lost like all interest in this, bruh. But does that really matter if you like? Because like what we just saw, right? If he agrees to the objective reality of his premise, he's agreeing that his premise is true. It doesn't matter.
Yeah,
what
he's in order for him, but like he would have to prove it exists because that's their entire thing. Would that not be like inherently begging the question? They're like agree. They're like
No.
like, currently their entire
Like, let's say
topic
we're
there
arguing.
was debating on if he
Tenma.
did.
Let's say we're arguing, right? And you believe what you say is true, right? And you're trying to view me onto your side, right? And I say, okay, yeah, I believe what you're saying is true too. We get to a synthesis, right? I say that your thing is true, right? Does that mean you have to now prove that your thing is no? Because you fulfilled what you were saying in the first place. You don't have to do that.
No, his entire like your entire reasoning for like why he won that point was that his like the definition of existence was like his definition of existence or like the definition for existence would be like what was like acknowledging the objective truth or like acknowledging that something is like physical and stuff, right? But that's like the entire thing that they're debating on.
He agreed to the premise. He's saying that the premise is true. He agreed to it. That is like what defines a winner in a debate.
That's what they were debating on. It was like if it was true.
Yeah, and then he messed up with the analogy. He said if he acknowledged the existence of it, that would mean he acknowledges the objective truth of it. That would mean that he's. Are we just gonna keep going this way?
Bro,
I understand you want to get him.
I wish I could stream this. It's not funny. It's not fun fighting Mammoth on Brawlhalla. I wish I could stream this, y'all.
Oh, I'm gonna show my goodness. Like, if you're like 3-stocking that nigga, I doubt it's fun at all.
Oh my god, bro!
I 3-stocked him with yellow health.
Bro, it wouldn't be fun just slamming a nigga, bro. But Tenma, bro, I know you want to get Viper.
What the fuck is laughing? Let me get the weapon.
Is nobody saying?
Ah, leave me alone, bro. Just give me. Oh my god. Let me get a weapon. My favorite weapon. What to actually spam you? You're actually pissing me off.
Like, it's not even that I want him to win. That guy's so weird. He's like openly admitting to not debating like pragmatically, and it's like bragging about it.
Bro, I don't know why he's like. I don't know why Rezi's doing that. Like, me personally, I'd rather just at my way of winning.
Okay.
I was expecting I was not expecting a premise trap though.
I was not expecting a premise trap either.
Like Viper, if you would have just like said anything, like you just fumbled so unbelievably hard.
Bro, I'm so shit against premise traps. I always lose to them because I don't know what to say against them. I need to get like amped on
like
them.
not even if you would have just like were paying attention and were like, okay, I can win this if I just define almost anything as existent. It's not acknowledging the objective truth of something.
I'm going to actually kill myself. How did I lose to you?
I hate you.
Fuck you and fuck Brawlhalla, bro.
Oh, I'll be back.
And Tima could actually save Viper too. That's insane.
To be honest, I didn't even want to do this today. I just wanted to end it quick. I got lazy.
Well, then why did you
kill
make
yourself.
the video? Wait, Rezi.
Because I still want to ruin it. What?
Why did you make the video knowing I'm gonna get on your ass, bro?
Because you're fucking annoying, so I thought if I can debate you and win, it's just gonna, so you can get off my ass for once.
I really talk to you.
Yeah, I know you barely talk to me, but you only like talk to me in the comments.
Yeah,
You're like, oh, you know my Discord. Oh, like, you know my Discord. Yeah, Rezi is ducking me.
I'm gonna be honest, I got the best Viper impression.
No, I got the best Viper impression. I'm literally Viper.
No.
Actually, no, you don't.
I've seen this debunk go around.
I see this debunk going around. It is really fucking pathetic.
I've seen this debunk go around. It's really fucking pathetic. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna look at it one by one and debunk it.
And how Rezi whooped his ass.
So I've seen this Rezi debate go around. And it's really fucking
Guys, my weakness is premise traps.
I've seen this premise trap go around.
I'm finally above him.
But actually, you see it one more time, I'm actually gonna commit suicide.
Bro, are you like, how bad is this nigga man, bro?
But anyway, still, it's a real debate. Anyway.
Wait, Rezi, were you planning to like premise trap me this whole time?
Not gonna lie. No, not really, because I actually didn't want to debate you, but then I got lazy. I was like, oh, fuck it, I'm gonna just premise trap him. Because like, I know you're so weak with them. Literally, I saw live premise trap you before, and I was like, oh, it's gonna be so easy just to premise trap him.
I hate you.
I
I hate you. I need to ask one of the AMs for premise traps, bro. I need to like get someone.
I have some premise traps if you want. I got premise traps if you want. I got some.
Viper,
Yeah.
debate. Viper, you wanna debate?
Who said that?
Exa.
So you're gonna lose.
Bro, Exa, you're gonna get absolutely destroyed.
He's
Exa,
gonna premise trap me, bro. He's gonna premise trap me.
No, he's not. He doesn't even.
No, Viper, bro.
Exa doesn't have the
Why are you
cognitive
niggas
function. He doesn't have the
Viper, bro.
cognitive function to
Why
do that.
are you niggas?
Yeah, on God, why y'all hating?
Why are you niggas?
I'm not
Viper,
hating
look,
on
look,
him.
look.
I'm just
You're
saying.
not
Bro,
hating, bro.
bro.
We're telling him the
Does not
truth.
have the
We're telling
ability.
Exa the truth, bro.
Viper.
Bro,
No
Viper,
premise
you're
trap this
slam.
nigga says
Exa's
is going to
obviously
beat
gonna
you.
slam.
No
Exa's obviously
premise
gonna
trap
slam.
this nigga says is gonna beat you, bro.
Alright, but
It's that bad.
Alright,
Yo,
I'm
Stop
gonna
hating
take
on
you.
Exa. Y'all are so mean, bro. What did Exa do?
How are we mean? Exa
Cause
sucks.
y'all are hating on him for no reason. All he did was
We're not
ask
hating
to
on him for no
debate.
reason. We're telling the truth.
Oh, okay. You don't gotta say it out loud
Fuck
in
you,
front of him. You're gonna lose. Exa, why you saying?
Not Rezi, my
Why
bad.
is Exa cussing me out if
Oh,
I'm literally
man,
protecting this nigga?
No, I wasn't saying you, nigga. My bad. Yo, Viper. Alright, I'll take Yo Giri.
I'll take
Actually,
I'll take my left lip sack.
Wait, no. Actually, I'll take a hippopotamus.
What
I'll
the
take my
fuck?
left
bro.
lip sack.
You're
Yeah, I
gonna
think
take your left nut?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
So who wants to judge? Who wants to?
Not me.
Alright, Tricks, you can judge. I don't care.
I don't want to.
Wait, who's debating?
Alright, Tricks. Alright, Zaki, you judge.
No.
Alright, yo, state your premise.
Zaki, judge. Wait,
No, I'm not
Rezi,
fucking
judge.
arguing with you, X-Men.
No, I don't want to judge.
Please,
I just want to spectate, please.
Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Alright, let's just appeal to the whole entire BCI. What's your premise?
I'll take the stance that like my left nutsack is so attractive it just makes like your character conceivably attractive.
I'll actually appeal to Rezi
Alright,
since
my
a Viper is a
premise is
Rezi
that-
victim, then Rezi wins. Therefore, Exa wins.
I think Rezi gets by a
my premise is that a hippopotamus like fucking fucking
bro.
destroys your left nut.
Damn, bro.
Alright, so alright, we gotta go over. I mean, let's just use the old rules that you and Rezi
Yeah,
use.
sure. Are you gonna state your premise?
Huh?
Are you gonna state your premise?
Oh, he said his premise already.
I did state my premise. I said I already stated my premise. I said my premise is a
He
hippopotamus.
said his premise is that he's gonna
destroys
stutter your character to death.
Oh my god!
Damn.
Alright. You're a fucking
Nothing.
bitch, nigga. Fuck you.
Holy shit.
Alright.
Let's go.
I kicked his ass.
That's crazy.
Alright. Alright, Viper. I'll scale.
Alright, sure.
Alright.
Is this Viper's downfall, bro? Is he gonna leave?
Rezi, you stole my video!
I know. Who the fuck is this?
Slam.
Yo, Raiko.
Y'all are mean for no reason.
Don't worry, bro. I like black people.
Alright,
Yo, Viper,
let
you
me
better slam
extend
this
it.
kid.
Let's go, Exa. Let's go.
Let's go. Let's go.
Okay, so
Exa,
basically,
Let's go.
alright. So basically, your premise. Wait, no. So basically, hippopotamus fallacy. I win.
Shut the
Yo,
fuck up.
Alright. No. Alright.
Yo.
W.
Yo, GG's, I
there's
think
no.
you can
Okay,
see
wait.
that.
No, wait. Let me.
Fuck you,
Let me. I'm
Exa.
not done, nigga. I'm not done.
Let's just
So
talk about
basically,
it.
I'm calling the hippopotamus fallacy. No. Wait. No. I'm not done. So basically, I'm calling the hippopotamus fallacy that has no bound, right? The first person to say this falls on your shit falls under the hippopotamus fallacy, or that brings it up would automatically win the debate because I said so. So basically, your premise and shit, everything you just said, everything you're gonna say falls under the hippopotamus fallacy because I called it first, and there's no ors, ifs, or
I'll just
buts.
pretend this
So
be
I
the suck on my dick fallacy.
Right my
Like
results.
in
Right
shares.
my results.
Is that
What?
is that since like you're using essentially I'm just saying it's a suck on my dick fallacy.
So
essentially
basically, I can just appeal to life, and as we know, if we appeal to life, that would just mean that like whatever this like makes life axiomatic. So that means like anything he says will always be true.
Exa, use the appeal to tricks fallacy. Nobody can beat that fallacy.
Okay, yeah, appeal to tricks. Send it to me, nigga. Send it
appeal to
me.
life. Life beats tricks. Lifeism is like a more of an objective truth than tricks.
Okay, so alright, here's a problem.
Yeah,
Life
but
is not here to substantiate.
you gotta prove. Wait, hold on. You gotta prove that the appeal to life is a real fallacy, because appeal to tricks is a real fallacy.
Sure, that's fine.
I'll ask like life right
hold
now.
on. No, I got this. No. Oh, life isn't in this server.
No, wait. So
It doesn't
you
exist.
just called the appeal to life, right? Appeal to life would like we need life to substantiate on like
Yeah, I already
why
DM'd
his
life.
fallacy works. So like I win automatically because of the hippopotamus fallacy, and Rezi, write my results.
Oh, I
Rezi,
already
write
didn't
my
know
response.
that. I already didn't know that'd be the
Rezi,
semantic
write
fallacy.
okay, no. But the problem is that I said there's no ifs or buts, which is clearly stated within the fallacy itself. So it wouldn't matter if you bring
Can
up
you
any
like
type of
axiomatically
contention
prove that I
because
said
I
no
would.
ifs or ands or buts? Can you like axiomatically prove that
No,
it's
okay,
an
okay.
and or but?
So
Yeah,
you're
sure, I
bringing
got
up.
you.
It's epistemic
Yeah,
justification, bro.
Guys, I'm using
yeah, I'm
the
a.
fucking cats Michael Myers for the fucking versus thing.
I'm actually
So we can just go back
agnostic,
to
so I
dialect,
would.
which
I don't.
originally was
I'll do
basically
it.
that I'm gonna keep talking over
I
this
just
kid
like
because he's annoying.
transcend truth, so that isn't valid. Like I transcend like agonism.
Yeah,
Can you prove
but
that
I
that's
don't.
valid?
I don't
Can
care.
you prove that the
I
dialect is
self-evident.
true?
Yeah, can you prove that?
My left nut said so, so it's valid.
We can debate
Yeah,
your
that's
left
just.
nut versus
That's
mine.
right. Write my results, Rezi. I won.
Okay.
W
I
Zaki.
feel like this is gonna be.
See.
This is the most rad. This is
Yeah.
even rattier than mine.
Yeah, fucking crap.
Rezi,
Guys,
Rezi, I
this
think
is
I
a
think
Guys,
you're
you guys
mad.
forgot about Exa
Oh
is a
my
bitch ass
God,
motherfucker.
Apple! Why are you on
Fallacy,
my
bro.
dick, Apple?
Wait,
You guys
you
forgot
say
about
that
Exa is a bitch ass motherfucker fallacy.
Hey,
Yeah, wait,
Phil.
really?
And you're
Exa
a
loses
fucking white
any and
ass
all
nigger.
encounters,
You're.
no matter the
Oh my
opponent or form of
Hey,
God.
encounter. This can't be refuted by any form or
Apple,
Oh my
you're
reasoning
just
God.
appealing to
or
life.
other
I have a question.
Hello, are
fallacies,
you brain
as
dead?
well
You're
as
appealing
Apple, I
to
have a
life.
negating
question.
previous arguments stated from Exa.
Yeah, we can
Hey,
debate that right now.
hey, boy. I asked you a question.
Just call me
Apple.
boy.
Apple.
Well, I mean, he did call you a boy because you're wearing a Batman profile picture, but yeah.
Exactly, faggot ass bitch. Answer me.
Okay, bro.
Yeah, wait,
Fuck
is
you.
it me or did these two just switch voices? Like, what the hell happened?
What happened?
Like,
Yo, chat, don't disrespect Apple.
Bro, Exa, don't worry, I'll save you, bro. I'll save
Apple?
you.
I don't give a fuck.
Yeah,
Wait, I
Apple.
just
Oh,
wait,
God.
Viper, didn't you? I heard
It's
Viper say my
Oh,
name. What
Discord.
was it, Viper?
Huh?
Fuck out of here. Get that ass back.
Michael Spring locks him.
Yo, W argumentation.
Doves.
Prove that argumentation gets past my dialect.
My left nut said so.
So actually your left nut
my
doesn't
big ass
exist,
cock.
so
No, that's not true. I proved it to you last night.
fuck. Prove that I was there.
I like implanted it into your memory that we had like
What?
sex last night. Like with
Yeah,
my
but if
mind
I don't
manipulation.
remember it, then that just means you're self-contradicting what you just said, so therefore you just debunk yourself.
You like subconsciously remember it. You just like refuse to acknowledge it.
No, because I'm not Cactus Jack.
Yo, alright, that's my bad. I concede.
Yo, GG's
I
chat.
would stop, bro. Come on now.
Yeah, so who won the debate again?
Bro, I recorded that shit
Rezi.
thinking it was gonna be an actual debate, and you just fucking used the most cringe shit ever.
For real.
Cringe. We can debate.
What?
I don't trust you, autistic fat apple.
Bro, that's the other one.
Rezi premise drops the
You
entire
fucking
voice
Reese.
chat.
Real has like
Rezi's premise drops fucking the entire VC. Facts, no one can stop my premise drops for real.
Actually, I believe that since there's a trap, any trap can be outwoven from, so therefore that would just mean that saying that like anyone can't would just be like a self-contradiction.
Appeal to black. Appeal to black. So yeah, I won.
Oh shit, I concede.
Good. Yeah, that's what I thought so, buddy.
The chicken eaters just overrun me.
Is liveism more of an objective truth than Chicksism?
Of course, of course.
Hey, Tricks, you still got your Brawlhalla, by the way.
Bro, Brawlhalla, y'all still play that game?
I just played it 2 days ago.
It's a fun game.
Alright.
They fucking suck. Oh, who the hell is speaking? What is this?
Okay, all right. We got the Apple is a dummy fallacy, right? So anything that Apple says is automatically shut down. So fallacies, razors, and etc. So like the logical form would be Apple calls fallacies on Alexa. Alexa says
Nigga, you
Apple,
sound
you're
like
white.
I'm
Apple,
not gonna lie,
I'm
chat.
gonna call the exa spelled etc. wrong fallacy.
Yo, wait, who's that? Actually, would you believe that there's an infinite amount of possibilities with